What is good, YouTube? My name is George and welcome to another episode of School's Out. So in the last video I mentioned to you guys that one of my main focuses in life right now as I figure out how to turn creating into a job is to get organized. I mentioned the book that I've been really loving so far called Getting Things Done. I will link this below on Amazon if you are interested in checking it out, and just wanted to share one thing from the book that I've learned so far in case it inspires you. The author writes that a big mistake that people make is they collect different pieces of information like thoughts they have throughout the day in too many different places. And this is 100% a huge problem that I have in life. Probably 100 different places to write them. Let me think. We've got the Notes app, the Reminders app. Sometimes I text myself, sometimes I email myself, sometimes I write in my journal. I also have a paper planner, I also have a Gcal, I also have a paper calendar. I don't feel any better when I've written something down because there's so many different places where I write them that I actually forget to check these things. So part of the master system that this book is describing to me is that you need to consolidate the number of places that you're writing things down, and you need to develop a system for checking it regularly so that when you write something down, you know exactly where it is and you know that you're gonna go back and look at it later when you're in a clear state of mind. So I already feel better. I'm going to start writing things down in basically one place. I'm using Trello. This is not sponsored. I'm just super stoked on it. Now let's head outside into the wild New York City. We are actually going to go catch up with one of my biggest inspirations for me personally and just like deciding to actually pursue a creative self-employed career. I think if I had not met this person, I would not be doing this. So let's head over. Alright guys, I made it to Brett's office.
What's up guys? I'm glad George could be one of the first people here at the office. As you can take a quick look, it's a mess. Still need to take out all those boxes. We just made these desks. Sorry I'm taking over your vlog right now.
Oh, it's great, it's great.
It'll be clean. It'll be clean soon. Next time you come to visit and pick up boards.
Yeah, I've been telling them all about how I'm like organizing my life, like how I just told you. I should delegate my vlogging tasks to you. Just like, do it for me.
I try to take over vlogs.
How you doing though, man?
I've been good. Been running Fortune. Now we got a space to, you know, create out of. We also got Caroline, get over here. She's been in your vlog before, right?
She has been in my vlog.
So Caroline also designs a lot of stuff for Fortune. Soon she's designing a lot of the skateboards too. So yeah, now it's cool to have this like center base and like the best location right between LA Skatepark and Tribeca.
Ooh.
So
ooh.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, I was just telling them like how you were a direct inspiration for me.
Oh, thank you.
Because I remember that we met and I was doing YouTube, but I actually had not met anyone who was doing their own thing full time. I thought that was like a thing that crazy people do.
It was my first ever New York City apartment in Chinatown.
Yeah, I remember
I lived with 7 strangers. I could only fit a twin bed in it, and you could barely fit like friends over at all. It was that small.
Your Fortune inventory was under your bed.
Yep.
Kind of like how mine is now for
Exactly.
It's
and
so
then
funny,
soon you'll
man.
have your own office in Lower Manhattan too.
It's crazy. So shout out this guy. Shout out Caroline. Alright guys, just made it to Cooper Park. Trying to beat a heat wave that's gonna hit New York City. It's gonna get to like 98 degrees. It's pretty rough today, but at least not that bad. So we're gonna try to get some skating in, and came to Cooper because it's like my favorite park in New York City right now. It's got a lot of transition and street elements and a pretty good flow. My local park in New York City is basically all street. And yeah, so I got a lot of comments asking if I'm gonna do a review on my Nora V slip-on Adidas skate shoes, and I figured why not. I'll also talk about the difference in my opinion between slip-on skate shoes and lace skate shoes. I know a lot of people are hesitant to pick up the slip-on skate shoes, so let's go catch this session before the sun comes a-blazing, and then we'll talk about it. Moderately healthy, although insufficient session at Cooper. Ended up just beating myself up trying to backtail the damn quarter pipe. Something I haven't done since being in Connecticut, so I really have to get on that, make sure I don't lose that trick because it's so cool. But yeah, decide to come back to my local area in case I do decide to pass out from the heat, then at least I am close to home. And I am gonna session a little bit more, but I wanna start by talking a little bit about slip-ons versus lace shoes. And the first thing I wanna say is the #1 question I hear from people who are thinking about getting slip-on skate shoes for the first time is, do they fly off your feet? And in my experience, so I've had the Vans Slip-On Pros multiple times, and I have had these Nora Vasconcelos Adidas Sablo slip-ons, and from those experiences, absolutely not. These slip-ons actually are super snug, and they're snug for the entire duration of the shoe life. They've got like this elastic band. The Vans also have the same thing, and that really keeps the top snug on your foot. Something that I found is a huge positive with slip-on skate shoes is that gives you a lot of precision. It's like the closest you can get to socks while of course having a protective sole, and the ground is literally burning my feet right now. Put these back on. And if you think about a laced shoe, it's gonna have those metal holes and the laces actually making contact with your grip tape when you're doing ollies and flip tricks and whatnot. But when you are riding slip-on skate shoes, you are really precise. It's flicking right near your foot, if that makes sense. And I swear my flip tricks are the best and most satisfying in slip-on skate shoes. I think that's the biggest pro to them. It's that precision and that board control. So I think it's only right if we get a flat ground session before I pass out. That counts. What do you want to try?
Let's do opposite way.
Let's do it.
No!
There you go. Oh, that was a good one.
Hey! Woo!
We got Helmet Gang in the department. So I was fully planning on actually doing the rest of this discussion outside, but I was dripping wet. It was so hot and humid in New York City. I really pulled out my camera to do another shot and like tilted my head down, and just a stream of water came out of my head. I don't even know where that was from. I think it was soaking in the helmet. But anyways, really, it's always a good vibe at 51. I feel like it's a lovely local park. I love the local scene. And let's finish talking about slip-on versus lace shoes. And specifically these slip-ons, they're so pretty. I mean, I think she makes the prettiest shoes. I actually have her other lace-up Adidas Pro model. Both of these are just a stunning design. These two shoes have gotten me the most comments at the skate park of just people saying like, yo, nice shoes. So both super pretty. And since I have these here, I mean, you can kind of tell that the build of these shoes is very similar. I mean, so the laces themselves are going to give you a bit of more top foot protection. So if your board smacks right here on the laces, it's not gonna hurt as bad as if your board smacks you right here. You're gonna feel that pretty directly. It's very slim. But other than that, I mean, the bottom soles of these shoes are pretty similar. These two shoes happen to both be a pretty lightweight construction. So I wouldn't go and jump down a big set of stairs with either of these shoes. I would say in general, your slip-on skate shoes are gonna have kind of lower foot safety, I guess. I mean, an obvious perk to the slip-ons is that your laces are not gonna rip. So you are going to get this nice, smooth kickflip area. There's nothing catching and rubbing on there, which actually may make the shoes last a little bit longer, because if you actually think about this lace shoe, this area where the lace panel connects with the toe panel actually has to be stitched together in some way. And this part here can actually catch when you're doing ollies and kickflips, and that can come apart pretty quickly. You can even see here that that lace hole is literally grinded down, so it is definitely getting a lot of action. And I actually suspect that the reason my kickflips work so well in the slip-on shoe is because your laces are actually catching onto your grip tape and affecting the way you do a kickflip. And I think that smooth surface just works so good because there's nothing to catch onto the grip tape. I guess the last thing I will say about slip-on skate shoes is that it's really fun to try them out. So I definitely recommend it. I mean, they got ones with toe caps, they got all sorts of different styles. Maybe avoid them if you really like skating gaps, then maybe I would go for a more durable insole. Although, I don't know, are there slip-ons out there with a really thick insole? There probably are, honestly. So moral of this video is try out some slip-ons, man, it's fun. And for anyone who stuck through this whole review, just a quick update for you guys. So I actually put on my Woodward staff shirt. This is from the summer of 2017. I'm actually working at Woodward again this summer. I'm starting on Saturday, July 27th. It will be weeks 9, 10, and 11. So yeah, I just have a normal job there. If anyone's gonna be there, definitely say what's up. Yeah, excited to meet some of you guys. Thank you for watching this video. We'll probably get one more New York City video, and then it will be a bunch of Woodward videos. So it's been real, guys. Shred on. All right, guys, just made it to, let's make sure that's plugged in. That was great, thanks guys.